Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us and welcome to another edition of What's Happening Wednesday. This is a weekly roundup show that I like to do in this channel, which again gives me the perfect opportunity to do exactly that. We're going to kick off with something that we first saw last week, but since then over the weekend and indeed updated just very recently, we've got loads more information on the movie masterpiece Brawl. So this was first, I suppose, teased, then revealed at the China event just before the weekend. They then went and showed, these are images by the way from TFW 2005, there is a full video with a full in-hand, I suppose, mini showcasing of it. But since then, and again, I always say I showcase this on this particular channel and everybody likes to see them doing it. This is the behind the scenes, the insight and loads of detail from the designer himself. So King Sam Locke, again via TFW 2005, if you don't have his Instagram. Now there is about 5 or 6 pages of read up if you want to read in full detail of all of the thoughts, the behind the scenes, etc. that went into this. There's loads of images, and as I always keep saying, it's brilliant that the designers do this. So there is the Studio Series version of Brawl, and this is some of the size comparison. So of course it's a much more expensive figure, but you get a good idea now the scale of just how much bigger it is, how much more detail there's going to be in it, how much it weighs, how much it scales compared to some of the other masterpiece figures. This truly does look to be one of the best masterpiece figures I think Takara Tomy have indeed released. He's a bit smaller than Megatron in all honesty. Again, if you head to TFW 2005 or King Sam Locke's Instagram, you can see all of the figures fully size comparisoned up. He's way bigger than Jazz, and then they show you a few more images just to give you an idea of scale and size. But then more importantly, they go into the background, into the ILM models, the CAD CAM models, and again, as you can see now, all the drawings and everything that went into the full design and the full concept of, as I've already said, and I'm probably going to say it many more times this year, one of the most anticipated masterpiece figures I think in a long time. Whether you like the movies or not, I think you've got to admit that this figure looks spectacular, and they've just nailed it with the alternate mode as well. Really excited to see that when it gets its official release. Again, another designer. This is again thanks to Mark Clonus. This is his take on the Transformers Prime version of Cliff Jumper. This is on his Instagram or again on any of the forums like T-Formers, etc. These are screen grabs from the said articles, and once again you can see the thought process, the planning, what goes into the behind the scenes thinking and the modeling of these figures, and then of course he just manages to display them fantastically. And of course that's the original mold owner there with Rescue Bots Chase. As I say, these are just real good insights. Rather than just getting a figure, it's nice to hear some of the thought processes behind them and indeed what goes into them. Now this is something as well that we've heard loads of over the weekend, and we're just going to hear so much between now and the time it's released. We have got some official Transformers 1 posters. We've got a B127 one, of course. We've got Bumblebee. Basically, it's just the character with the voice actor on the top. It's really strange seeing Scarlett Johansson and Chris Hemsworth together and not in an MCU film. So it's nice to see them there. There's 4 posters already. Again, I expect loads more by the time we get anywhere near it. And talking of Transformers 1, basically, again, over the weekend, we got to see some of the figures, and now we get to see some of the packaging. This is what we've got so far. There, of course, is Alpha Trion and indeed Optimus Prime / Orion packs. And it's crazy that one of them's up for a pre-order already. This is different. This is how they're packaging them in China, whereas obviously we know that we're getting the Orion packs in the Studio Series packaging, and that's something else that I can't wait for. Right, something else for people with a lot of money and something else for people who absolutely love the movies. This looks incredible. Now I've done my best to get some of the best screen grabs from it, but I'm going to strongly advise you, if you're into this or just have a general interest in it, to go to the actual YouTubes. Those, this is Prime 1 Studios. So if anybody remembers them, I've discussed them on this channel a couple of times. They do the most amazing statues, and they are not small, they are huge. So they've just done by YouTube this past weekend, they've revealed some really impressive official licensed statues. So there's the Dark of the Moon Optimus Prime with battle platform, and of course we've got the Rise of the Beast Optimus Primal, which we saw in the middle of sort of last year. So we've seen loads of that. Again, you can see video images and a full clip of that via the website, but all I'm going to show you is the Dark of the Moon Prime. It looks ridiculous. So this is the article on TFW 2005. There is the YouTube Again, it's on Prime One Studios YouTube if you want to watch it. So they are setting up, again, apologies for the glare, that's why I'm definitely directing you to go and see it. Look at the size of this. I mean, these are just normal human beings building up this amazing, amazing setup. So if you remember in the film when he wraps all this around him, wait till you see this. That's how big it is. This is insane. I have no idea on price as of yet. That's just, that's got to be at least, what, a metre high, probably bigger, not too sure. And again, unfortunately at the moment, only the grey prototypes. I can't wait to see that in hand. It's going to be ridiculous. Right, here's one of a load of sets of figures that Dr. Wu are going to be releasing over this week. The pre-orders for some of them are up on ShowZ already. For some of them, they're sold out already. So these are the ones that are available for now. I'm going to, of course, put the others in the rest of the videos through the rest of the week on the hope that as well they get more in stock. So this is their take on a Wheeljack and also a Shattered Glass Inferno. Now, we knew that Wheeljack was coming, and to be honest, I'm pretty... obviously, we gathered as well that we were going to get more uses of the Inferno mould. Now, I think they're calling him... What do they call him? Instead of calling Wheeljack, they're calling him Iron Jack. And instead of Inferno, they're calling it... I'll read it at the bottom. But I love these figures. These are my favourite third-party company figures because they're fun. I suppose they don't take themselves too seriously. They look cartoon accurate as far as I'm concerned. But for those of you who are unaware, these are Micromaster scale. So what came out during the War for Cybertron trilogy, they are literally that big. They basically remind me of the old World's Smallest Transformers, but they are so much fun. And you can pre-order this set on ShowZ as we speak. I've got these pre-ordered, but the rest are sold out. This is something else I can't wait to get hold of this year. So just a few more images of this. There's way more images on TFW 2005. I've just chose a select few. This, of course, is the comic book Grimlock with the 3 swords. Don't forget, I think they've done a great job with the new deco on this guy. And of course, Shockwave. One of them's up for pre-order already. The other one is going to be very soon. I'm hoping maybe this week when they do their live stream with RoboSen. These are just images to whet your appetite. Fans Hobby are teasing a new project. All it says is first page in new category. Stay tuned. So I'll keep you guys informed as I find out myself. Kang Toys' Weibo page has a video now on their take on Swoop. So you can check that out. For obvious reasons, I can't play you that on here. New Age's Facebook page has shown us that they are now shipping their other colour variants of Windcharger and Tailgate, so I'll be reviewing them very soon. And talking of ShowZ, there is that set I've just mentioned. You can pre-order that with Jinrai, Super Jinrai. There's the Kang Toys Swoop and the other coloured Predacons. There's Fans Hobby, Fans Toys, every company you can think of, including Takara Tomy and Masterpiece, DNA Upgrade Kits, New Age, Magic Square. The only thing you won't find on here is Generations and Studio Series. That is part 1 of the news. There is definitely another one ready for tomorrow as well. Also, I'm going to get a live stream watch along with the fan stream with the RoboSen reveal as well. So I look forward to seeing as many of you in the chat with that as well. As always, guys, thank you very much for the support. Take care and I'll see you soon.